Hello everyone and welcome back to part 16 for LonaRPG. We're actually getting quite a bit into this series now. We need to take a bath. Lona's getting pretty dirty. I saw that as I was syncing up the audio. We just finished a couple of quests earlier. I think in part 14 we did the monastery quests, and in part 15 we did part of Cecily's quest for the caravan. We finished dealing with the Conch tribe quest, and we turned in the monastery quest, the one where we went to because we got this quest like way back in the beginning when we went to the monastery the first time, and the lady was like, oh, can you please go to the other monastery and ask for some doctors, and I had completely forgotten about that. So when we went to the other monastery in part 14, in part 15, we went back to the first monastery and turned that quest in. Which pretty much the other monastery had said something akin to go fuck yourselves, non-believers. So that was interesting. I always gonna love when the faithful are amazing people until you don't believe in what they do. And then all of a sudden you're not worth saving, huh? Anyways, I haven't really come to a decision on what we're going to do totally with the playthrough. Like, of course we're going to try and get off the island, but soon we're going to have to look into doing rebirth. Now, there's actually some methods that I have seen that we might be able to do that without Lona getting assaulted, because I believe the only requirement is that you have a baby. It does not necessarily have to be Lona's baby, though. At least I believe that's true. If someone who's watching knows for sure, then definitely correct me in the comments. I don't want to be purposefully, giving out wrong info. So, but I think that's what I've read up on. Is that, like, if you come across an Orkind baby, for example, and you stun it and you pick it up, I believe you can give it away to the orphanage, and it will count as you being able to be rebirthed, which is pretty neat. But I'm not 100% certain about that. And of course, the benefits of rebirth are mostly that all the quests reset, even the unique ones, and you keep your anything that was in the bank when you die. So you die, and then you rebirth, and I think you take an experience penalty if you're not rebirthing through completing the game. So like if you die, you get I think it's a 20% experience penalty. Like you lose 20% of that, or maybe it's levels or something. I don't really know, to be honest. I just know, I think you keep all your trait points and you lose levels, and I think that's it. I think that's the only two downsides, and obviously Lona dies. That's a pretty big downside because I like Lona, but well, we'll see how that goes. It's probably going to take me a couple of videos to set that up, because what I'll probably do is I'll probably copy this save file onto a different save slot and progress a little bit and see if I can't figure out how the rebirth stuff works, and then go from there. So I know in this little recording session that I'm doing right now, we'll probably do again 2 to 4 videos. Last time we did 2, because I didn't want to record too far on that, because I only release videos 2 times a week. So 4 videos already sets me up for 2 weeks. 2 videos sets me up for just 1, which is fine. But once I have to start recording again, sometimes depending on when I do it, it means I've either waited too long and I've kind of forgotten what I've done in the previous videos, unless I've recently watched them, or not enough time has passed for me to see any comments that might have shown up, which, don't get me wrong, small YouTuber, I don't get a whole lot of comments. I have gotten some, and they've been pretty positive comments. So, you know, I appreciate all the people who leave any kind of feedback whatsoever. But um, that's the main reason, because if somebody is like, hey, you missed this, then being able to go back and mess with that without having to scour through a bunch of old videos is kind of nice. um, and if I can catch something kind of early, then we can always, like, you know, not mess up a save. But we do have a few things to do still. There's Cecily's quests. They're still not finished. I think she's got 3 quests left, maybe. I don't know for certain how much it is exactly, but we've got those. And then we have Lisa's quest to do, which I don't think we're ready for that. I've actually looked up some videos on that quest because it has to do with Sabaris, which is where a lot of the bad stuff in this game kind of started. And it's difficult. So we don't want to go there until we're actually prepared, especially because I believe parts of Lisa's quest line are on a timer. So I have to make sure I'm set up for all that. I don't mind failing stuff necessarily when it comes to games, but like, I guess this game, I've kind of looked a lot into it, and I like some of the characters and whatnot. So we're trying to not we're trying to get as many people to come with us on the boat as possible when we reach the end game. But of course, we'll probably end up having to do a lot of these quests later on anyways, because of the rebirth. Because I 100% want to do at least a single rebirth for this playthrough, and then we'll go through a lot of the quest line again. I think we have like 5 or 8 gold or something. Let's go ahead and get cleaned up. Do I have any of my keys on me? I have 1 key on me. It looks like it is nighttime. There's not really much here that we haven't done, but we can go. We'll take the Pirate's Bane thing, and we'll do this quest eventually. We're not going to do it just yet, but this is. We'll go visit Pirate's Bane because I haven't been over there in this save, so I think it's probably a good idea to do so. So let me also talk to Cecily before we get cleaned up. Yeah, there she is, all brokenhearted. What's wrong? Are you doing all right? I've seen people with that sort of reaction, but that was because they were in the midst of a terrifying disaster, wasn't it? What are you saying? Even if we grant them freedom, all they want is to be enslaved. Ah, you mean those slaves we set loose, right? Right. Being educated as nobles, we're always told those kinds of people are simply property, only a means of labor. Oh, I had always thought this was wrong, that people should be the same. Equals? Could it be I was mistaken? Come with me. I've got it. Got what? Come with me. I'll take you around outside the city walls. Outside the walls? Alright, get geared up. We're going out immediately. Yes, my lady. What, now? Immediately? I still haven't figured out what I'll explain to you. You're a smart commoner, Lona. I believe you'll figure it out. That was praise, was it, right? So, yeah, now we gotta go outside the east gate, but we're going to take a rest. Get our, you know, food situation accounted for, make it daytime, all that nice stuff. Now we're clean. I'm not gonna worry about coconut too much right now. I should have saved, but I didn't. So we'll save now. And then I want to go to the bank so we can kind of assess what we have. I need to kind of make a mental note of this pretty much every time we play. We meet again. So, okay, yeah, we have 8 gold, and we have enough for like at least one more. Let's put the animal meat away. Let's get 2 keys. We'll carry those. Put the bombs away. Put the musket away because it weighs a ton. And then it looks like we don't have much in the ways of food, so I do need to start working on that soon. So we'll probably have an episode dedicated to just getting food at some point. But that was everything that we have currently. So we'll enter here. Oh yeah, we also need to go to Fishtopia to do the sea witch quest, or whatever it's called. Let us go in. We've been waiting here for so long. Why don't you let us pass? Help us. There are monsters and robbers outside. Why don't you let us in? Look, I have money. I have a lot of money. Just this little money? Get lost, you imperial beggars. No pass without an ID. Unfortunate. Believers. You sinners. All this is caused by your sins. That's it. Only the saint can save you. Repent, and only then can you be saved from lies. Innocents, head north to the Saint's Abbey. Hurry. The followers of the saints will save you from the wicked hands of liars. Well, are there more and more refugees outside the city? Yeah. So, just what are we doing here? I wanted to let you see us commoners. And so I have. I've already seen a whole slew of them on the way here. And have you spoken with any of them? No way. Really? I'm the only one. There's no need. I'm very clear on what I'm doing. Is that so? Ah, the Saints' Covenant is handing out food over there. Let's go take a look. I kind of like this part because it's very... It just shows how bad the situation of Lona really is. Like the game, not the person. None A. My deepest apologies, everyone. We're down to our last bowl. Today's grace has come to a close. Of those who are left, please return. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Saint. Praise be to the Saint. No, wait. I still have 2 kids who need to eat. This isn't fair. That should be mine. It's what the Saint owes me. Uh-oh. This is what you wanted me to see? I've already seen this happen more than enough. What makes this time any different? I don't know what to say myself, but look at them. In their hearts, they're taking being helped for granted. Don't you feel like helping these people is a waste of effort? This is kind of the opposite of what you should be trying to teach her. But Lona, you're not like this, right? Doesn't that show that among these people, some of them will do better for themselves? I don't think I'm any different from how they are. One wrong step and I'd be exactly like that. She ain't wrong, though. I want my food now. I'm begging you, have mercy. Elder sister, this isn't looking good. Everyone calm down. Uh-oh. Gimme. No, this is mine. Oh, what a mess. Stop right there. Don't come any closer. What should we do? Yeah, stopping is our only joy. It's mine. All mine. Oh boy, I am ready, my lady. Damn it. Let's go. Yep, beat down the bad actors causing a disturbance. Okay, you're attacking the wrong person, Cecily. Will you get out of my way? Okay, and where's the other one? He's up here. Oop. You guys attack the right people. Oh. No, don't kill me. I was wrong. Hit the wrong person. That's fine, though. Don't be so tense. I just wanted to ask what you were all... I was forced to do this. There's someone pulling the strings. What did you say? They told me to cause a fuss. The bigger the better. The more crazy it got, the better the pay. And just who are they? No, I can't say anymore. They'll kill me. You want to die? You're aching for death, right? Better spit out everything you know right now, otherwise I'll let you see the saints. She's getting very aggressive. No, don't kill me. I'll tell you everything right away. What are you talking about there? My lady. I know. Hey, Lona, we've got to move it. Oh. Turn to the burning keg. Yep. So now we have some answers. Well, we have... It's more like we have questions compared to answers. But we do know that that little fuss there was planned. Okay, good. It's just guards. Okay, let's talk to Cecily. Damn it, how did it turn out like this? Grey Rat, look into this pronto. Of course, my lady. So something happened. Listen, it looks like someone's been deliberately provoking hostility between the people of Sabaris and Noer. What? Deliberately? Why would they do that? For now, it's not clear. Our next step is looking into this. Grey Rat will be out investigating. With that, let's disband. Is there anything I can help with? Right now? Nope. Aw, fine. I'm heading out. Okay. Hey, wait. I mean, be careful out there. Okay, so I don't think we can have them back until Grey Rat comes back. So let's get our free rest. Sleep with Big Sis. Sure. So adorable. Okay, so we get free food, we get cleaned up. And we'll give her some pets for some fun. Because we love Coconut. At least I do. I mean, she's adorable. She's great. We like the one-armed little sister. Okay, so we'll start saving back up on file 1, and then I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna do in regards to waiting. I don't know how long it takes for that quest to finish, so let's see. Before we do the rebirth, we won't be tackling every quest, of course. Well, I'll try and tackle some. I think what I'll do right now is go... Actually, maybe I should go get some food. I already took a quest. How much food do I even have on me? 1 smoked meat. Yeah, we unfortunately need food. Because I was thinking about going to Pirate's Bane, but that is kind of difficult when we, you know, don't have very much food. Because I don't remember much about being over in that area because I visited it for such a brief moment on one of my other playthroughs, but I don't know where all the food tiles and stuff for that area are. Okay, so the banana tree was only stamina loss when the bananas fell. There's a boar. Come on. Yeah, see, we can take on animals by ourselves and we lose almost nothing. I mean, I would have been screwed there if I ran out of that one last stamina. I had forgotten about stamina concerns. I always do. Because you don't really get much stamina in this game unless you... What trait is it that increases it? I think it's Constitution. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, good to have, but I need to dump stuff into attack for a while. So let's get a wooden club. And then, how much weight do I have left? Quite a bit, so we'll try and get another boar and hope that that works out. Okay, this tile is much lighter. Okay, 50 should be enough to kill anything if we come across it. Which, because it's brighter, I'll look for a boar first instead of picking up all the fruit, because stamina, you know. There's 2 dragon weeds here. Fortunately, looking like there is no boar, so... We did get plenty of meat, so I could just make some good soup. I could also just make a ton of vegetable soup. And turn what meat I do have left into survival meat. I think survival meat is specifically more worth it because on harder difficulties, it has much less of a chance to go bad. Because I know the description for it specifically says that it lasts like for around a year. Okay, we'll do one more tile reset, and if I don't find another boar, then... Oh boy. I didn't mean to do that, but... I should have hide. Or hid. Super huge waste of time. Okay. Oh, it's raining. Okay. There's a boar here. Oh, I stunned it. Whoops. I meant to block, but... Okay, and if there happens to be another boar here, that'd be great. Just remember that running doesn't take stamina outside of combat, so you can freely run, but if you have, oops, as long as you have the stamina in combat, but you can't, you can just run kind of infinitely outside of combat. Even if there are enemies around, as long as they haven't noticed you, I believe you can run. But of course, if you're trying to sneak away from them, that's not a good idea. Yeah, we get a lot of food because my wisdom is at 10. So at the very least, putting those points wasn't a total waste. I know you can buy, I think it's like some kind of glasses from the wizard in the Noer marketplace, and it gives you, I think it's like +5 to wisdom, which is a pretty good bump. So let's eat some food because we're probably gonna have to use up some stamina here. Okay, so bread does not give us much food, but that's fine. Do the dark cauldron on. We'll do F because we never dodge. And I forgot that I need another one because that process itself takes a club. Okay, so that makes 10 smoked meat. And as always, I recommend saving before actually cooking stuff, because cooking itself is pretty easy, but if you accidentally do something you didn't want to do, you know? Okay. This is exactly why we ate beforehand. And then I want to make some good soup on top of the meat, which is why we didn't use all of the animal meat. I think good soup is a 1-to-1 ratio and does not require a wooden club. Yep. And then we'll do veggie soup. So that's 2 right there. I don't think I have any other veggies in here. So we'll just do that. Yeah, as long as there's an even amount. Yep. So we can also sell these white dragon weeds we've gotten. Or at least use them for bartering, because we don't really need them. The only thing... I mean, don't get me wrong, I think they have an actual use as the item itself. Yeah, it increases your stamina. You can also give them, I think, to the witch or wizard lady in the inn and to recruit her, but my main point is, like, the other use is just giving them to Elise, and he pays you less than what it's worth to just sell them in the first place. Okay, so we go back here. Now we have food and stuff, so we can head to Pirate Spain. And I know this video is a little bit shorter than the other ones, but we'll probably end it there. And then I'll start recording the next video. Because I don't think there's anything else I really need at the moment. We'll probably only end up doing 1 or 2 quests in Pirate Spain. Actually, in fact... Now I could take this guy. I think I'll do that. So we will team up. If he wants, oh, a meat suit, really? I don't have a meat suit, so we'll buy one. Which is 258. That is not too bad. Trying to kind of figure out what combination of stuff can get me there, you know? That's pretty close. I think I'll give the tomato because we don't need the extra tomato anyways. So it's a little bit of over. Yeah, but we don't need it to be exact. We just need it to, whoops. Hold on. Because unfortunately when you do that, it messes up a lot with how it calculates the stuff. Yeah, really? Okay, I can do that and that. Huh. I guess in a way that was a good thing. Okay, so we'll get this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. We're not going to Sabaris. Maybe when I'll go, I'll take you. Maybe. But definitely not as it currently stands. We are not ready for Sabaris. I don't think. For all I know, we could be. Again, I'm not really that knowledgeable about the game. I've looked a lot into it, but I've not played a lot of these parts for myself. So, let's see. Pirate's Bane is pretty cheap. That leaves me at 74. That's not bad. If I did this, I could buy the bread. But bread only restores 10. You know what? It puts it at a solid 20, so I'm going to take it. Not very hungry yet, but I should still eat something. I think I still have 2 keys from the burning keg on me, which sucks because it takes up 2 slots of weight, but So I believe the stalls pretty much always sell the same stuff, which kind of a letdown, but it's fine. But like, you can see we don't get any extra weapon choices here and whatnot, but we still do get access to some of these things, so yeah, you guys need to get out of my way. He sells a bunch of vegetables. Dry meals and sausage. What does it take to make a dry meal? Because I believe those are actually worth quite a bit. I'm pretty sure I had a save where I actually read that note, but when I was trying to kill the tribe, I ended up having to reload it. So it counted as not read. I don't know. It's the forest. Oh yeah, okay. Basic foods. What does a dry meal need? 2 plants and a wooden club. Oh really? I should have made those then. Okay. Because I believe they sell for a lot more and they also don't go bad, just like the smoked meat. So I have to keep that in mind. There's basically a meat, like an advanced meat one and an advanced plant one. I wonder how many people have watched me making the vegetable soups and being like, no, what are you doing? And I don't know. Sometimes I just don't think too much about it. I was so focused on the survival meat because the dry meals don't feel like they really do that much food-wise, but you have to consider the whole, what do you call it? You have to consider the sell value and power of items. So even if I don't personally like eating the dry meals that much, they are worth a lot. Like I think they're worth even more than the survival meat might be. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. We'll find out when I make some. Because I could be wrong, but because I don't think you can really buy survival meat in many places. So what is our traits at? So I need 15 survival to make potions, and potions can sell for a lot of money. So if you know where the stuff to make, like we have that witch brew. I don't know if you can make that. Okay, I think it's the joy water. Sells for a lot. So you need mutated mushrooms and a red potion. The red potion is dragon root. The problem is I don't know where to find those. So that doesn't really help me at the moment. Plus, I don't have 15 survival anyways. Well, it'll be a long time before we start doing that. But, you know, just keep in mind, it's a way to make some money. Alright, get out of my way, please. You son of a bitch. Okay, there's our free 5 copper. Although I did have to spend money to get here, so it wasn't really free. Granted, you don't have to take the travel things. You can just walk here, especially this one. I feel like Pirate's Bane isn't nearly as far as, or maybe it is. I can't remember. Anyways. Oh, right. We want to save up here because this is where the actual thing is. Wall is covered with many forms and filled with requests and commissions. So I want... There's 2 of them from here that I want to do. Message from North Outpost and the Evil Mass Graves. And I think we'll start with this one because our companion here is on a time limit. We only have him for like 2.5 days or 3 days or something like that. So we'll do the Evil Mass Graves. Rid the Mass Graves of evil. Large copper coins, get 2 of them. There's an evil presence in the mass grave at night. No one can go near the cemetery because of it. It's full of undead or evildoers. Find it, drive it away, destroy it. So we'll take this, we'll accept it, and then we'll end this video here. And this is why we have the whip guy. Because he does stamina damage, and they are pretty good against it. I did not mean to save over that one, but whatever. We'll probably be able to do this. So yeah, that's going to do it for this part, which is part 16. In the next part, again, we'll do that quest. I know we really didn't do much this playthrough, or this episode. We only did Cecily's quest, which was very easy to do, and then we gathered some food. But unfortunately, food gathering is a process that we just have to get through. And again, if that kind of stuff bores you guys, just let me know if you'd rather me skip it. But just know if I do skip it, it means there might be times where we start the game and suddenly we look at my items and I just have like 30 smoked meat or something. And if there's no explanation, it's because I did that off recording. But that's the only difference. It would just not require you guys to watch me spend like 20 to 30 minutes going to the forest killing boars and then coming back, because I would do nothing else during that kind of grinding. It would be specifically just gathering food. Granted, you know, technically it might end up be gathering other stuff if we find it, like, you know, medicinal herbs, like the the dragon's weed, we'd end up getting some of that from the rainforest tiles. But I need to find different places to grind some of this stuff anyways. But I think we're coming along pretty well. And once we do, I think there's a couple of major quests I want to do. Again, I want to do the 2 here, and then I want to do the Sea Witch quest. And those quests, after that, I'll start looking into the whole rebirth thing, which I'm probably going to work on that on a different save off camera just to make sure I understand how it works. I'm not going to do any of that on this save. So, but I just want to make sure that what I'm thinking on how to do it is correct. And then maybe by part 20 or 21 to 22, we'll do a rebirth. I do believe you don't get to name the character or anything. I think it's always Lona. It's kind of a weird system on how it works. I don't really get it. Like, from a lore standpoint, I mean. Mechanically, it makes sense. You have a kid, you play as them, but all the quests reset. You're obviously playing a different Lona, but all of the events are going through the same. But Lona's your mom, and you're doing all the stuff that she was supposed to. Like, it doesn't make sense from a lore perspective, but I think it's kind of not supposed to, and that's what makes it make sense. Because once we hit a little bit of Revelations, which I don't know the lore entirely, but I have a pretty good gist of it. I think that's when stuff will start making a little bit more sense with that. But yeah, that's going to do it for part 16. Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. I do try and post every Wednesdays and Saturdays for LonaRPG specifically until we finish, and then I'll move on to another game. I try and touch up on this every few videos. I know LonaRPG is an adult game. It's got dark themes, features some really, really gritty stuff. This isn't the type of content I will always do. Like, if you're looking for somebody who only plays these kind of games, I'm sorry, that's not me. Like, I'm not the person who would play, like, just this, and then Fear and Hunger, and then whatever other like Black Souls and stuff. Some of those I might tackle, like Black Souls, might play that one. Fear and Hunger, I'm sorry, I don't think I will ever play it. Like, I might try to attempt it, but I don't think I will. I've seen enough videos on that to know it's not really my kind of game. But I like these weird kind of games, but I'll be doing normal content as well. I just want to mix some adult stuff in here, but my videos are for people who are 18 plus only. If you're a child, don't watch. If you've gotten this far and you're a child, that means you ignored my warning in the first video or you didn't watch it. Go watch that and then don't watch me ever again, please. I don't... No minors here. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.